Hi, my name is Jennifer Peterson and I play the oboe. I play in the Fargo-Moorhead Symphony, but I'm going to take you back just a few years, well more than a few years, to when the oboe began. The first oboes were in the 1700s, but we can go to all kinds of different cultures and find similar instruments, not quite as similar as the modern day oboe. But I'm going to play a little something for you that I think that everybody watching this is going to recognize and know what the job of the oboe is. I bet all of you watching recognize that. And yes, oboe is known for the snake charming instrument. The snake charming instrument that I just played is called a shawm. And although oboe in modern days, I don't charm any snakes, I have lots of other jobs in an orchestra. If you go listen to an orchestra, you might hear an oboe start before all the other instruments, and they give something called an A that sounds like this. And then after that, you might hear that all the other instruments join in and try and match that pitch of the A. This is a very important job that the oboe, only the oboe has, and it's because the oboe penetrates through the orchestra and it's heard very well and its pitch is very centered. So all the other instruments in the orchestra tune around me, so I better be in tune when I give the A. Another reason that the oboe gives the A and projects well through the symphony is the shape of the instrument. The shape of an oboe, if I turn it around to the back, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this, is something called conical shaped, which means that it's shaped kind of like a triangle. So the top is skinny, and as you come down the instrument, it gets wider. And because of this shape, it's almost like a trumpet, or it projects much better because of that. So that's why we give the A. An oboe is made out of a wood called grenadilla, which is a very hard wood that you would find in Africa. They can also be made out of violet wood, snake wood. The oboe is a member of the woodwind family, which means that we play with horn, we play with bassoon, we play with flute, and we play with clarinet. And not only am I a member of the woodwind family, but I'm a member of an even better family, which is the double reed family. And a double reed, there's only two instruments in that family, and that would be an oboe and a bassoon. And I get to call myself a double reed because I can take this out and make a sound like this. It sounds like a mosquito when it's not in the oboe. A double reed is actually two pieces of cane that we tie together and clip the tip open. So you can look down inside the reed, but while we're playing, there are two pieces of cane that are actually vibrating against each other. And that's what produces our sound, and that is why we're called a double reed instrument. A piece of cane can be grown in China or France. Several different places grow cane, and cane almost is like a piece of bamboo or a piece of grass. It's hollow inside. And we take that home after we order it, and we cut it into pieces, and we clip it and tie it together, and we scrape with sharp knives. We scrape our mouthpieces. Most of the time, oboe is given a very lyric or beautiful solo. Sometimes it's said that oboe is the closest mimicking sound to a human voice. So a lot of times we'll have very lyric sounding solos. And so I'm hoping sometime when you come to the symphony, you can come and you can listen for the things that I've talked about. You can listen to us giving that A to tune the orchestra, and you'll be able to pick our sound out when we come out of the orchestra with a beautiful solo. You'll be able to say to your neighbor, that's the oboe.
This program is funded by the North Dakota Council on the Arts, the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, and by the members of Prairie Public.